What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's, don't be freaking out, right? Just remember, you actually haven't lost anything unless you click the sell button. So on today's video, while the world's crashing and burning, the Bank of Timmy is going to be coming in and doing an audit on Pokemon booster boxes of Scarlet and Violet era. So we're going to be doing a classic, buy, hold, sell. And we're going to go through every Scarlet and Violet set, excluding specialty sets, because you know how I feel about specialty sets. You can at me in the comments if you want to. And I'm basically going to go through and discuss if, you should buy more of the set, if you just hold what you have, or you should sell any. What we're going to go off of, we're just going to assume that you have a case or 10 cases or one booster box, whatever. We're going to say you have pretty much like an even spread of every set. You picked up a little bit of everything at the beginning, right? So you got a little bit of everything. And now, to be honest, as far as sell, I think pretty much you shouldn't sell any of the Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes right now, right? So when I get to each set, I'll touch on if I think that there's any plays as far as singles or grading or stuff like that I think would possibly be good to sell right now. So just a little caveat on that, right? It's mostly going to be buy or hold. The selling part will kind of get a little more nuance on that. And then other than that, let's get into it really. So obviously base set, right? That's what we're going to start with. And that's going to be a buy for me. And then I'm also going to do like a check. We'll do like a check mark system, right? We'll do like out of 3 check marks, how much of a buy do I think this is? I'm going to give it 2 check marks. And why is that? Really 2 things. It's the only set that is under $100, and it's getting close to, and it might even be over $100 on TCG Player right now, but you can still find it under $100 at places. And the second check mark is because it's a base set. Most base sets, even if it takes a while, and even if they're lackluster sets, base sets, you tend to just age well. So even though I think base set's a weak set, because it's base set, because it's so cheap right now, I would just if you can find cases at good deals, or even if you can find just boxes at good deals, I think that it's a good buy right now. Now as far as selling, again, the singles are very weak on base set. There may be some grading plays, but as far as I'm aware, whoops, sending the marker into the abyss, there's really no plays. Again, there might be some obscure PSA 10s. What it is going to be some IR that's very poor quality and very hard to hit a 10. And that's what you're going to want to probably sell there for that. Next, I'm going to say for how they evolved, I'm going to do buy, but it's going to be just 1 check mark. And I'll be a little bit more nuanced. And it could honestly go in either, and it's just going to depend. And we'll evolved. Give it 1 check mark. If you didn't pick up more of this when it got to 115, 120, because you thought reprints were going to shoot it back, you should probably get just a little bit more right now. Pick up 1 case. If you can find a case for a good deal, or it's starting to get to that 140, right? It's starting to get to where you probably missed. You didn't miss out, right? But you need to stop trying to say this is just right. I've already preached this, right? You guys know how I feel. Don't wait, right? So if you haven't already picked up maybe another case or 2, just do it. If you find it on a good deal, just do it. Right? Now, if you already did that, right? If you were already you bought a case and then you're oh, this is kind of starting to go up, I'm going to buy another case, and you kind of already did that, then I would just say just hold it. Just hold it. So This one I'm only going to give 1 check mark, because if you kind of did what I've kind of preached, you would have already kind of picked it up as you saw, you know, dollar costed and whatever, right? Don't wait. I don't wait for reprints, right? I buy when reprints come, I buy, right? And I don't buy at the top, but I don't buy stuff when it's pretty cheap, because I think it's going to go even cheaper. Because I can just buy more when it does get reprinted, if that does happen. But if it goes up, I can't go back in time, right? Now, as far as sell, I definitely think that they're. I'm just gonna put Paldea evolved. I think that there's some moves, preferably like I think, you know, just the IRs. I think there's plays on those. That's really about it. I mean, obviously we all know the Magikarp, right? It's got, I think someone said it's got the most, I think it's the most loaded set, or the second most loaded set. So, all right, now, you know, I'm just gonna put this over here, because if not, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have everything in the buy list, right? I'm gonna say Obsidian Flames as a hold. Now, again, let me caveat this, because how much of a hold do I think it is? I'll give it like 2. Because, again, if you haven't picked up, because like I started to see Obsidian Flames kind of ticking up on TCG Player, so I went and picked up a couple more boxes, and I got them for 99, like 100, but I like could see that it was starting to tick up a little bit. If you haven't picked up any yet, just pick up another case. Because the thing is I don't think this set's going to get reprinted with how poorly it performed. But, there are Obsidian Flames. Go back and watch on my old tier list video. I put OS for some reason. I have no idea. The Gloom IR. I'm just going to call this play out right now, because I don't really do this stuff, so you guys are more than welcome to make this move. Also, I think it's going to be a hard move to make, clearly. There's some very poor print quality IRs in Obsidian Flames that are going for ridiculous prices in PSA 10s. I'm talking like $3 cards going for like $100, $150. It's crazy, but it's because it's so hard to get a 10 on some of these cards, which I kind of like. I think that's cool. I don't really mess in that area, but I think that's cool. So Obsidian Flames, there is definitely some like sell moves you can make when it comes to Obsidian Flames and some of those illustration rares. So check that out. Okay, bye. Oh, don't go out on me, marker. Paradox. Rift, yeah. Alright, I'm giving this 3 checks. You can find this box online for under $100, which I think is absolutely insane. I think you should totally be picking these up if you can at a good deal. I think some of the plays in there are amazing. The IRs in there, what is it, the Groudon? Am I right on that? Throw it up here, whatever. There's a few cards in there that I'm crazy about. And that is also the set where they started kind of fixing the print run. They started kind of getting everything realigned, refigured out. And just, I think this is where Scarlet and Violet kind of start. That's where it started kind of walking, right? It was crawling, started walking, and then now we're running. So yeah, that is probably right now, like, do I think it's the best set out of every set? No, but I think it's the most underappreciated right now. Temporal Forces. I'm going to actually say the same as well with this. Simply because you can still get it. And I'm just going to give this one 2 checks, because you can't find it as cheap as Paradox Rift. But I think that Again, amazing cards. The chase is there. The value's there. It's starting. It's bouncing between like 105 and 110 right now. And I think it's because everyone is. We'll get into it. Everyone's on Twilight Masquerade right now, right? Especially with Shrouded Fables getting pushed back. But I think this, because you can still get it for a good deal. And I said also, I didn't really talk about like Cell, but I don't, again guys, I don't follow it that much. That's why I just kind of know that these two, Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames, have really good plays. I'm sure that there's some plays here as well for graded. I just don't know as well. So I'm just going to kind of stick to what I actually know. But I'm sure if you want, in the comments, you can tell me what kind of plays you can make over here on grading these. But yeah, Temporal Forces, again, I've just been picking up Temporal Forces this whole time. Every time the price drops or I can get a good deal, I pick up Temporal Forces. Last, I'm going to just put this in hold. But I'm going to give it like 3 checks, and that's because like, or maybe like the checks should be opposite for the hold. It's like only 1 check because it's so close to be like, if you can find this at a good deal, buy it. But honestly, and this could just be a personal thing too, I loaded up on Twilight Masquerade. I went so hard. The second, I don't know, something clicked. I'll tell you like what it was, right? Like I'm not a genius at all, like at all. But something clicked in my brain with like the hit rates. And I was just like, okay, if a one-piece box can be like $80 and have like a $600 card in it, imagine if like a modern booster box for Pokemon has like a $300 card in it. I was like, okay, these boxes are way undervalued. Like, I don't know, something just flipped in my brain that was like telling me to buy a bunch of Twilight Masquerade. So, at the prices now, it doesn't really make sense to buy anymore, personally for me. Now, if you didn't get any, it's almost like at 125, 130. It's kind of bouncing between there. This is like I think this is going to be the Evolving Skies of, at least it's going to be the top 3 sets of Scarlet and Violet. I'm like, can almost like slap the capital G guarantee on that, that this will be in the top 3 sets. But as far as buying it right now, I think it's just a hold. Definitely wouldn't sell it. Wouldn't even consider selling it. So I guess it would get 3. You better like diamond hands this son of a gun. And then just pick up more when you can. Simple as that, right? With the new set coming out, apparently people are already mad. What is it? Stellar Crown, because it doesn't have the Lapras in it or something. Still, I think you should pick up a case, pick up a box, pick up 10 cases, whatever you pick up, on release. Get some on release. Things have changed. I said it like a month ago, 2 months ago. It's a completely different game now, guys. But yeah, this is the list. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good one.